Good morning, friends. Let's learn today one of the poetries, Rain on the Roof, which is written by Cord Skinny. In this poetry, the poet talks about the rain, that in present rainfall that drags the poet into the past, and he recalls his childhood memories that spent with the mother, and these days are nostalgic for him. In very first stanza he says that when the humid shadows hover over all the starry spheres, here humid shadow indicates that the cloudy atmosphere or the clouds, they are full of water. Then it is during the starry spheres, that means the time is night, during the night time it is, and the melancholy darkness. So there is a darkness. Melancholy word is associated with a sadness. So there is a sadness or darkness. Our atmosphere is a gloomy atmosphere. During the night, whenever the rain falls, that's a humid atmosphere. Then gently weeps in a rainy tears. What happens? All of a sudden, the shadow, that's a clouds, they burst into tears. That means here they weep. That's a rainfall is there. So what a bliss to press the pillow of a cottage chamber bed and lie listening to the patter of the soft rain overhead. So here the poet talks about himself that it is very easier, very cozy for him, very comfortable for him to remain in his own chamber into the bed. And it is joyful for him, as he says, that to press the pillow, that means he was lying in the he was lying in the bed then, and he was listening the pattering of the soft rain overhead. That means on the head there was a rain falling, though on the roof pattering was there. So tapping sound of the rain he hears. In this first stanza, we will see that rhyming pattern is hover, A, spheres, the sound is changed. So B, then darkness, that's a C, and tears. Again B, C, spheres and tears, same sound, that's A, B, C, B. Now the sound is changed, pillow, D, bed, E. Then again patter, that's a sound is changed, F, and here overhead. So bed, overhead. So the same sound, that's why E and E. So A, B, C, B, D, E, F, E. The same pattern we will find in all these stanzas. So in first stanza, the poet talks about the gloomy atmosphere, about the clouds. Clouds are full of water, and during the night they start falling into the tears. Tears here in the sense that the clouds they weep. So the poet personifies it. Here we find personification figure of speech. He personifies, and there is a rainfall. Here weeping or tears, they are the form of the rain, and the poet is enjoying the sleep. So in first stanza he talks about the rainfall and his coziness. In very first stanza you will find that her sound is repeated, humid hover, so alliteration is there. Starry spheres, sa sound is repeated, so alliteration is there. Here melancholy darkness, so darkness is a noun form. Here melancholy in an adjective, that's a transferred. So here transferred epithet we observe. Then here it is personifies, that the poet considers that the cloud they weeps. Actually human beings they weep. So here personification is also there. Then one more alliteration, press pillows, pa sound is repeated, and one more, that onomatopoeia, that patter is sound of the rainfall, raindrops that strikes on the roof. and here the sound is created. So in first stanza we find alliteration, transfer epithet, personification and onomatopoeia. Now let's see about the second stanza. We find in the second stanza that every tinkle on the shingles. Here tinkle means it is also a type of sound. That light sound is produced on the roof. On the shingles. Shingles means there are tiles on the roof. Wooden tiles are there. So here striking on the wooden tiles, the rain makes noise. Here also onomatopoeia you can say has an echo in the heart. So such a situation that stimulates the poet's heart and 1,000 dreamy fancies. Here, so in present he dreams. Number of the imaginations are there. So 1,000 dreamy fancies here he says into busy being start. So one by one, turn by turn, number of the imaginations are there and that keeps the poet busy. And 1,000 recollections weave their air threads into woof. So in a loom or woof we find that weaving is there. So here also the poet weaves what? That he is a past memory. As I listen to the patter of the rain upon the roof, he says that why he drags into the past? Because there is a recollections of the past memory that he weaves, or all the recollections or memory that weaves into the thread, and he recalls the sweet memory with the mother. We will see this in the third stanza. But here we say that in present the poet dreams, lots of imaginations are there, number of the pictures that arise in his mind, and number of the things are there that he views at a time. Okay, number of the things occurs in his heart. And here we find the figure of speech, tinkle, that's sound related word, onomatopoeia. Here dreamy fancies, that transfer epithet, busy being, then run roof, alliteration. Here these recollections, they weave their air threads. Actually human being, but here also you can say that it is personification. Again patter, that's onomatopoeia. Okay, let's see what are the memories with the mother that's mentioned in the third stanza. So let's see the third stanza. In the third stanza, the poet says that now in memory comes my mother. So one by one, whatsoever memories are there in dreams, he recalls the mother, because the mother was having the childhood sweet memories with the mother. So as she used in years agony, here agony is an archaic word, that's old English, we can consider that ago. So as she used in years agony to regard the darling dreamers. Here regard means in this sense care, that the mother was taking care of darling dreamers. Who are darling dreamers now? Dreamers, some other siblings too. Not only the poet, but the siblings. So all are dreamers, they are sleeping still. When so here old English we can consider as a before. So she left them till the dawn. So she allowed them to sleep continuously. Okay. So they are dreamers, siblings. Oh, I feel her fond look on me. Now still the poet feels that she was looking at him. And as I listen to this refrain, again here list, that's listen and refrain. So that is music. Which music? Tapping or pattering sound of the rain on the roof. So which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. So in third stanza we find that the poet recalls all the sweet memories with the mother. And in that he recalls that the mother allowed them to sleep continuously dreaming till continuously the day breaks, and still the poet feels her mother's presence. Why? Because the music is responsible. Which music? That which is played upon the shingles by the patter of the rain. So he considers the rain as responsible for dragging him from present to past. Okay, so this poetry is giving us the message that the sweet memories are there in the past, but sometimes the nature responsible to recall all the such type of sweet memories that the poet was having. Here also we observe that the present situation of the rain that drags the poet into the past. Okay, so if you haven't understood any portion, then surely you can ask